Welcome to Throttle Cut RC. Let's cut throttle and dive into what Hobby King has sent our way. This is the Avios 1450mm 6S MK1A Spitfire from Hobby King. Huge shout out to Hobby King for sending me this absolute monster. Not only is this bird loaded with incredible scale detail, but it also represents one of the most iconic aircraft in the Great Battle of Britain. First, this black and white scheme was actually used in 1930 to 1940 to help boots on the ground indicate friendlies in the sky during the Great Battle of Britain.
But the Spitfire wasn't only adored by pilots who flew it, it became a symbol cherished by the people on the ground as well. During the war, locals gathered together to raise donations, and soon posters like this one began to appear everywhere. Their goal was simple: keep the Spitfire in the fight against Germany's relentless waves of fighters and bombers. Thanks to this support, production numbers soared, nearly doubling what Germany was able to achieve at the time. Here's one of the coolest facts from World War II. During the Battle of Britain, the RAF was running low on liquid courage. After France fell, they only had access to champagne or wine, which they were sick of, so by order of command, engineers fitted beer into containers shaped like bombs and mounted them under Spitfires. Pilots were told to fly at around 30,000 feet to make sure the beer stayed ice cold before bringing it back to the troops.
Now onto the Avios Spitfire by Hobby King. This 6S monster is loaded with so much scale detail, I'm sure all the other planes in my hangar are jealous. You get fully functional cockpit canopy and a cockpit door, something you almost never get to see on a foam warbird. It also has working flap indicators and these gorgeous split flaps that even grab attention at the field. Plus, the wheels are soft, like actually soft, with the tail wheel to match. Something I was very pleased to see is functionable oleos that really help stick landings. It's like someone at Hobby King was trying to earn that Christmas bonus. And the cockpit display, easily one of the best I've ever seen.
Now on to the build and unbox breakdown. If you want to skip this portion, please skip to the 4-minute mark.
The MK1A Spitfire showed up nicely packaged, and shipping to California only took about 3 days. Despite what some people say, I actually had a good time building it. It was definitely a 2-beer, 3-hour kind of build. If you have ever done basic maintenance on an RC plane, you should be able to breeze through this no problem. If you haven't, at least you have the 2 beers to keep you company. Here with everything laid out, it definitely was not a hard build, but little many tasks to do, such as setting up control arms, trimming out the bird itself, and making sure everything was trimmed out properly. What will take the longest itself is waiting for the glue to dry after accessorizing the entire plane, following the coverings, a cowling, an air intake, and exhaust. A small detail I found to be really cool is the air intake is actually functionable, with intakes that go straight into the fuselage. Hobby King was nice enough to include a mixing board to help tidy up all the wires, and it's very straightforward to use. Unlike my 2-meter T28, I had a rat's nest when I first got it. After finishing the final pieces, I was really surprised at how high quality the decals were. Not only were they extremely vibrant, but easy to install. This could also easily be done with a hairdryer and a nice sock on the hand, with some grease muscle.
And just like that, guys, the Hobby King MK1A Spitfire is ready to tear your local airfields apart. So now, let's get straight into flight review.
Hobby King was kind enough to send me their new Nanotech high discharge batteries, and I'm really enjoying them. They pack a huge punch for such a light package. The Hobby King Spitfire really does fly on rails. It also flies bigger than its actual size, which is a great characteristic for a foam warbird. It's quick, nimble, graceful, and overall just a blast to fly. It will do everything you need it to and then some. It's for sure a sport scale flyer, which I thoroughly enjoy. While I found it very easy to handle, it does demand that you stay sharp with your rates and stick inputs, so don't get sloppy. Later in this video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I have to admit, every time I see the elliptical wings, it reminds me why I love this airframe so freaking much. This bird is gorgeous. In slower flight, the plane never once felt like it wanted to bite me. And in fact, it's a surprisingly beautiful slow flyer if that's your style. And here comes our maiden landing. This bird really surprised me. It stays incredibly stable on approach as long as you stay ahead of it. As long as you stay sharp and stay on top of your stick skills, this bird will reward you every single time. And here is where gorgeous meets messy. On approach, I was a little light on my rudder input and got a little too close to comfort to my lovely camera lady. Things got a bit messy, but luckily I was able to recover safely. Moments like these are exactly why I'm grateful for working suspension and soft wheels.
That was squirrely, holy crap.
To make up for it, here's the next flight of redemption, spreading butter all over the sky. All in all, I absolutely love this bird. I can definitely see the Avios Spitfire earning a spot in any hangar. Thanks for watching and hanging out with the Throttle Cut team. We hope you have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next one.